Hey guys, Coach Sam here from Underdog Hoops. Now today I'm going to go over how to screen and how to guard a screen, how to set screens. So number one thing is to set a screen. Your five guy has to set a screen on the defender. So, white, yellow is offense. So the five, he's guarding him close, or the one is guarding the one close. So the one comes off. Now the five needs to kind of straddle his guy and on his hip. The five will then come up with the dribble when he's dribbling and cut that off. Now the one needs to still fight through, because what if this guy slips? Now the five needs to get back. You want to guard against that. Now that's hedging. That's all my teams hedge. Now what happens if you switch? You're going to get matched up big little or little big, and it's going to be a nightmare. Now, when I hedge, I teach my kids that you're hedging, you're going to set the screen. They're going to set a screen on this guy. And if they don't, and they do hedge, so if they hedge and they bring you all the way out here and they have good defense, you got to look for the five because he's open. And then he's got to dive. He's got to know to dive. Now, if they play terrible, man, and they're hugging their guy, the five should take it all the way and score a layup. Now, let's say you're just trying to get let's say the one has the ball again. The four. So it's the same thing for anything. So let's say the four sets the screen on the one. The four has to push his guy. He's got to fight through that screen. And then he might be over here. He needs to sprint back and hands up, making sure that the ball, if it goes, he can get it. If he passes the four the ball, he can pick that off and go the other way. So a lot of the times if they switch, so one says, they call it switch. So the one comes off that screen, the four comes up, and they switch. So now there's an advantage. The offense has an advantage. So the four guy might be slow, the one guy might be fast, and the four guy slow over here. Now that can cause all sorts of problems that I don't want to deal with. I'd rather them hedge the crap out of everyone and get back to their guy, or it's just tough defense. That's how I want to play. Tough. And my kids know that if they don't hedge, they're going to get called out on it. And if they switch, they're going to get called out on it. And it's just a fundamental basketball instinct that a lot of kids do not have now. And it's not, I think it's one of the lost arts of coaching, because I think a lot of coaches don't know the value of hedging. But there are my tips on how to screen, how to hedge. First, you need to screen and hit somebody. You can't just screen air. And my teams always had trouble with that, and it would bug the heck out of me. Now, that was number one. Number two, you need to hedge, and hedge hard. so you can push your guy all the way to the backcourt and get easy traps. You can get traps. You can, and I called that havoc because it was creating havoc in the middle of the court. So whenever I'd call havoc, these guys would destroy. They'd come off and just trap the one like crazy. So the one would be in the corner and it'd be straight kind of denial. Straight denial, and they couldn't get the ball out of the one's hand and they'd turn the ball over. Now, there's my little spiel about screening. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like. Feel free to check out this description below. We have all sorts of products on Amazon that you guys can use to get better. We also have underdoghoops.com where you guys can find some courses to better your game as coaches and players. And thank you for watching Underdog Hoops. See you guys in the next video.